All right,
We gotta figure that out.
okay, who's taking us away?
All right, I'm starting. All right. Are we ready?
You're up.
Clap, clap.
And we're off.
I hope they didn't hear what I said after that. Good morning, or good evening, everybody. Here we are on
It's morning.
April 26th. Well, it is in certain places.
Supposed to be Monday morning.
Oh, excuse me. They know when we're televising. We're pre-recording. There we go. April 26th.
Filmed in front of a live studio.
Studio audience.
Yay!
Oh, look, they're doing the wave. On April,
Please.
let's get serious here.
Let's get serious.
Together.
April 26th, man, of 1986. You should have seen this in the news already. The world's worst nuclear power plant accident occurred in what city?
Chernobyl.
In
Chernobyl.
what country?
Well, depends on what you're considering.
That's what it is today.
Okay, Ukraine today, Russia,
Russia.
it was Russia in 86, because it was their thing.
It was actually
Yeah.
Crimea.
Yeah. What's funny about it is not funny, but at the time, 30 people died and dozens more suffered radiation. But in the opening days of the crisis, but it was only after Swedish authorities reported the fallout that the Soviet authorities actually reluctantly admitted that there'd been an explosion and that all that radiation had been released. So all these people, because it affected huge swaths of Europe.
You know what they thought it was?
What? Why did I
That's a guess.
why did I say that? And this, that was serious. Come on, man. This is a serious.
Let's do it.
Next, another quickie. trying
Oh, these into quickies.
trying to stay serious.
Where you can get it.
In 1937, and I do this because it relates to what's going on now. During the Spanish Civil War, the German military tested its powerful new air force, the Luftwaffe, on the Basque town of Guernica. And if you know anything, Pablo Picasso did a famous mural about it. Horrific deal. But it was the beginning of what they call indiscriminate bombing, which continues today. And as the United States, we like to think we're kind of above others. But what have we done? We just killed, 134 kids in a school in Iran. I know the Iranian officials, their regime has been horrible, but do we have to compound that with this, continued indiscriminate bombing? And being a military person who unfortunately was involved in parts of that at different times, it's not a good feeling, and we should not be happy that we're doing this.
It's a sample of what's to come.
So anyway, I'm Debbie Downer today. So that's my Debbie Downer of the day.
So, that's where Mac Groening got all of his ideas for three-eyed fish.
Yeah.
Is
It's
Chernobyl.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Guernica.
No.
mural.
In
Yeah. Yeah.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Although all of that has all been isolated.
Yeah.
You can't go in,
Mhm.
but scientists have gone in to research the environment and
Well, yeah.
nature of it, and there's a thriving.
Yeah. It's like a wildlife refuge
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Now, granted, there are some three-eyed deer and stuff there, but apparently like the dogs that were left and that, they've all somewhat thrived in this.
There's no hiding at night.
No.
Well, in the dark.
You ready here?
Come on, come on.
No. Well, now that Debbie has accomplished a downer moment, it's time for the
Of the week.
fart joke of the week. What did the fart say to the toilet? Come on, well, guys, spit it out. No, that's not what it said. Quote, "See you soon," unquote. Let me give you the history
Of
of
what?
farts. Let me give you
There's a history
I'm
of
sorry, I
the
don't
history
get
of fart
don't-
jokes.
See you soon. they're announcing what's coming.
But it's.
All right,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I thought it was
You
good.
need, yeah, from now on, you need an A and a B.
let me give you a background on fart jokes. Medieval storytellers used fart jokes to make kings and villagers laugh alike in the 1600s and the 1700s. Tooting humor became common in stage plays and folk comedy. Today, fart jokes dominate cartoons, TikTok trends, schoolyard humor, and family entertainment or podcasts. Their long history proves one thing: fart jokes never get old, they just keep evolving.
And who was the big? Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Oh,
That's it?
you're ready for it.
Yeah.
Who was, the medieval author? Chaucer,
Chaucer.
that all through, Canterbury Tales.
Okay, I must
Right?
have missed those part of the camp.
Well, you were,
Oh,
you
sorry.
were, you were young.
You have to read the unredacted.
Yeah.
Well, I read the part, the sex parts, just not
It
the
was
part
all in
one.
there too.
Oh, okay.
Us two
It
old
was always
guys.
somebody who was sticking.
We were there.
Someone
Us two old guys
read the original
Chaucer.
first.
We're close to him.
First editions.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You have news?
The women were always sticking their arse out the
Sticking
window.
the what?
Arse.
Arse out the window?
Yeah, that's what in England it's an arse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Fumigated?
It's an arse. It's less vulgar for the stage, for the live audience. Well, it gets you past any kind of censorship.
You speak from,
Personal experience. Okay.
What do you got?
You got any news?
well, I'm just gonna make a comment. Because,
Oh, look at it
what,
here.
no, what happened last night
Yeah,
in DC? There's a cause and effect. But my thought is the political rhetoric needs to change on everyone's part, including the media. Otherwise, this is gonna happen more frequently.
Again and again and
And
again.
again and again and again. And the concentration on the part of our politicians
Mhm.
from the very top to the very bottom has to be, in my opinion, what is best for the people of our country,
Yeah.
not what's going on in the rest of the world. Because we've lost, as a country,
Mhm.
we've lost all our allies.
yeah.
And that is disconcerting.
I mean, yeah, there's,
That's my comment, the seriousness for the day.
So are you presuming that it actually happened?
Yes, because you and I texted about it and I agreed with you as I said it to my son who was sitting with me last night. And my wife. I said, if you reflect back the comments made after Butler, Pennsylvania,
yeah,
and what happened there, and what happened here last night in DC, knowing the history of that Putz sitting in the White House, I wouldn't put anything past
Mm.
him and his cronies.
but you're right about the rhetoric and it isn't, they want, it's all against T-Rump. But it's really, if you look back, remember it was been less than a year since the three politicians in Minnesota were all assassinated. They're all dead.
But
And yet nobody cared. It made little news. And I mean, and it just keeps happening. And it doesn't make any difference what side it should be.
well, what about the two innocent people
Yeah,
in Minneapolis
Yeah.
just months ago?
yeah.
That got shot by
The government, yeah,
by the government.
yeah.
And Have you heard about ice lately?
No,
Why?
because they're hiding it now.
Right.
Where they're, I want to say they were in Vermont or Maine or
They were
something.
in Vermont.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were up in New England.
that's kind of those Vermonters. They're a little fierce. I'm not sure I'd want to be up there.
Well,
You ready?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, shoot it at us.
Rats. There's an old Navy. There's an old Navy military saying that when the ship is sinking, the rats are the first to jump. That's true then, and it's still true today.
Oh, I thought it was Marines and then.
Just richer and more powerful rats. As Trump and his key following mega maggots continue to fall from the polls, and his opinion both domestically and with our allies around the world, his ratings are sinking below 33%. Folks who are turning on him are like Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Joe, whatever his name is.
Rogan.
Yes, Mark Taylor Green, Bill Ackerman of the Billionaires Club, and others like Laura Loomer, Alex Jones, but more importantly, broadly, is the mega Christian base. He's committing blasphemy if he nonstop, dressing up like the Lord, doping up with the Pope, trying to knock the Pope out. You can't do that. And have Christian people say, geez, I'll vote for him. Anyway, his war of choice with Iran is a debacle and is likely to be his final shrinking movement. It's okay because he still has a lovely group of supporters worldwide, such as Bibi the Terrible, shooting Putin, Orban of Hungary, and Little Chi of Korea. He still plans to go to China to meet with Xi, and his son Eric is going to be tagging along.
I gotta make a little money.
I worry that China may keep Eric for research. Too bad Trump canceled the peace talks. He was ready to send the Three Stooges to bail him out of his war, and I think they should be given a one-way ticket. Trump needs to keep his war alive, so the main focus of the press on a daily basis was coverage the Trump Epstein files. That's what he's covering, and he'll keep on covering it. This will never go away. Remember the victims, and long live Ukraine.
Yep.
P.S.
Yeah.
Don't forget to buy your tickets for the cage fight on the White House lawn to celebrate his birthday, June 14th.
Yeah.
I had no interest in that
What'd you
whatsoever.
call BB?
Bibi.
It was shooting Putin.
Oh, Bibi the Terrible.
BB the terrible. Okay.
Putin.
Write that
Shooting
down.
Putin.
Yeah, that's
Little Chi.
we've got the time.
I'll send you an autograph copy if you need this.
Save it for posterity.
Yeah, they'll put it in the museum.
That's enough for me today.
You should frame that. Hang it in the lobby.
I've been for you. Let's hear from you
Yeah.
guys.
I think it was staged as well. And in fact, there was a poll came out last night, shortly after.
Mhm.
It's 70-30.
Okay.
It was staged.
Really?
No one believes him anymore.
Yeah.
And that 30% are the dead enders
Well-
who won't give up on
Yeah.
it.
It's
Okay.
like, it's like the little boy who cried wolf.
Yeah. But
Right?
see, here's the thing, guys.
Gun!
Here's the
They were
thing.
yelling,
That,
duck, Donald, duck, Donald.
here's the thing, though. You keep forgetting there's always somebody getting injured. It's the law enforcement people. Once again, the person that got shot, just like the first time, is somebody in law enforcement.
Good thing he had his vest on,
Yeah.
in all
Yeah.
seriousness.
No, yeah.
Do they know who shot him? Was it the bad guy?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
it was the bad guy.
He had a pistol and a shotgun.
Which I'm actually amazed the guy survived. It's he
shotgun.
didn't go down the hill of bullets. A suspect.
Was he even shot at?
I don't know that. I haven't read that. I just know he managed to get off a shot and hit one law enforcement person. Fortunately, but once again, fortunately, those are the people that keep getting shot. And well, I guess they hear you.
1,000 of them running all over the
Yeah.
place, up and down,
Yeah.
waving those loaded pistols. I'm amazed somebody didn't get shot.
Yeah.
And then it comes the
Actually-
National Guard, they come marching in.
Did you see the one of Mike Johnson being hurried down?
Yes, I did.
My caption is, this salmon wasn't good.
Boy, those, I tell you,
They hadn't gotten to the sound yet.
You know,
They
that
only,
was a see you soon moment.
yeah.
they completed their appetizer.
Yeah.
They were on their salad and, what's his name from CNN?
Yeah. Jake,
No,
Anderson Cooper.
no, the old guy,
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Wolf,
Wolf
Blitzer.
Blitzer.
Wolf Blitzer. He had to go to the men's room.
Maybe he had to.
Yeah.
So if it was, do you believe it was staged?
I find it hard. I thought Butler, Pennsylvania was staged too, but
Well,
No, I don't. I thought it
somebody
was,
died.
You-
Here's what came out today, which has sort of changed my thought on that. The shooter's brother saw his manifest, which was sent to the family members.
Hmm.
And the brother called law enforcement minutes before this happened. And let them know that his brother was going to attempt an assassination. So if it was minutes before, that place should have been in a lockdown.
yeah. Well, and see, here's the problem. It is too easy and too many people walking around with too many guns. When
Absolutely.
you can,
Yes.
swear to God, I can go down right now and have an arsenal in 2 hours. As much guns, as many bullets, literally, you could buy a bazooka, I think, so,
Look how many small people,
yeah.
children, teenagers carrying pistols to school. They got them in their backpack and they're all over the place.
Right, right.
This happened, but there was lots of people that are protected. If this had happened in a school, 124 people would be dead today.
Correct.
That's the problem. We only care if it's somebody attacking the president. We can have 18 million school shootings and nobody cares.
One of the countries that I visited with my wife over the years happened to be Israel. Wherever you went, in a public facility, there was a Megatron. You couldn't walk in with a backpack without having to go through a Megatrometer or open up your handbag or your purse, and they would go through it. And it was in schools, it was in hotels, it was in department stores. There was on the visit, we went to the souk in Jerusalem. And I was escorting 3 other women plus my wife. And what are you? We were on a
Sure.
group tour
Oh, okay.
from
That sounds
from
better.
the state that I had lived in at one time.
Yeah.
And it was getting near dark and this souk was getting ready to close and people were like rushing to get out. And I happened to say to my wife, I think the 5 of us should start to go back to the hotel. This was just after 9/11.
Yeah.
I said, I really don't want to have to walk to a cab through the area outside the souk. And the shop owner said, oh, don't worry. You're safer here than you are in New York,
Oh, yeah.
right? And he was Palestinian.
Yeah.
He wasn't Jewish. He was a Palestinian. So
Probably right.
yeah.
But it's a trade-off, you know. Sometimes you've got so much security that it just makes everything harder. So you kind of look at that. But yeah, we're getting to that point where literally you're going to have to go through something to get anywhere.
Right.
And they keep talking about, we need to get rid of security at the airports. We don't need, yeah, in your
No.
dreams. Yeah.
Well, all right, so the press corps has this to look forward to.
Yeah.
Within a 90-day period, they're gonna be constructing the new east wing of the White House with a secure basement for our government officials and military. And
Separate from the ballroom?
under the ballroom.
Wonderful. Yeah.
It's gonna be under the ballroom, and they'll be able to have all the affairs there, including the
Yeah. Correspondence.
correspondence dinner, which will be in a controlled environment.
And he was quick to advertise that.
I called
He
that,
pimped it the whole night.
Yeah.
I called that before he came on. I said to people sitting with me, you know what? This is why I said it was staged. This was a setup so that he could promote his new East Wing and get that building approved and done.
And I realized intellectually that you two are probably right about that.
Yeah.
But I can't, to me, so one side, you'll understand this better. It's the ballroom. It's underneath the ballroom, better known as the taint. They're gonna, in an emergency, they're gonna run to the taint.
No, get it out so everyone understands.
Understands what
They're
you're
going to run to the taint.
The what?
The taint.
It defined tank.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
It's right between two things.
What?
Fart machine and the ballroom. And that's as much detail as you get. If you can't figure it out.
That's what you were saying about security in Europe. Every street corner and every building has cameras.
Right.
All over Europe.
Well,
More so than New York City.
I was in Paris, we were in Paris a number of years ago. And I'm sorry if we traveled. And those were the good days. I didn't say good old days, the good days. And we come out of the hotel room one day, and there are all armed guys walking around. And we were gonna go to the oldest Jewish synagogue in Paris. It was closed. Gates were up, and there were military guards standing in front because there was a bomb threat.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I mean,
we went to Israel in '87 and flew El Al. The flight attendants were serving us beer and miniature bagels.
yeah. Did you
And their jackets
Did
would
you
open.
drink
Oh, yeah. And their jackets would open, and there's a folded up.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
On the airline.
Yeah, on the airline.
See,
Well,
now I have a different story, but you know.
I got a story.
Imagine that.
After the Federation group left, my wife and I had arranged for a tour for about a week. And the guide was a female. And was a female.
The guy was a
The guide.
Oh,
Guide, right. With
There it
who I
is.
had negotiated the tour with long distance. So I didn't know what she looked like. And we're sitting in the hotel lobby. And I see this tall blonde figure with a hat with a wide brim walk by the hotel window, go to the front door, and I being a funny guy,
You sure
said,
did.
Really?
said to my
Yeah.
wife,
That's what I.
When did that happen?
said to my wife, that's our guy. She said, oh, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking
She
about.
still says that quite a bit though.
Right? So we're sitting there. This a real stunning woman walks up to the front desk to the concierge and see them talking, and all of a sudden the concierge points across the lobby to us. She comes over,
The old part over there.
comes over and says, my name, Mr. I am so and so. And she said, I'm here to guide you. Well, I thought my wife was going to fall on the floor. Anyway, we go out and we get in a GMC SUV, and we're in the back, and she's driving, and she goes out onto the highway, and she says, you see that area over there? Pointing to it, and I look down the crossroad, and she said, that's Jericho, and that's Palestinian territory. And I said to her, oh, really? And we were going to spend like a week with them. So I said, really? And she said, you don't want to go there. I said, no, I don't want to go there. She said, it's just driving. And I said, just tell me something. What happens? Now she grew up in Israel, born in Israel, so she was known as a Sabra. It's a native.
Mhm.
Okay. She said, well, I've gone through military training, and so has my husband. And I went, oh,
Actually, he had his business card out.
Yeah.
and she said, but my friend will protect us. I said, your friend? And I'm looking, there's nobody in front. She reaches down the side of her seat and she pulls out her Uzi. And she says, look, I spent X number of years in the military. I know how to use it, and I will use it if I have to.
Because it's mandatory.
It's mandatory.
Yeah.
Except for which group is it that doesn't have to serve? The ultra orthodox.
Orthodox.
Yeah. Okay.
You got anything else?
Well, I was just
We're
gonna say.
almost out of time.
Oh, well, I was just gonna say, yes,
Yeah.
I've been
Gail,
to a
France.
souk but my souk was in the Arab countries, and yeah, it's a little more free with flowing kind of things, and yeah, I was not as sure about the guns and stuff there. So yeah, I want to get to some Albuquerque news today,
Sure.
or New Mexico news, since we're in
Okay.
New Mexico.
Sure.
And just remind everybody, in a week, we will be starting early voting for the primary, so do not forget to vote. And right now, as interesting, the Albuquerque Journal poll shows that Deborah Holland currently has a somewhat significant lead over Sam Bregman, who is the other.
Good.
Yeah, so it looks like, that's gonna kind of work out, and it'll be her. And I don't have any clue who the Republicans are running right now. All I know is there's gonna be a ton of money behind it, so be prepared.
You mean Mark Ronchetti is going to run?
No, I don't think he's
What if you're saying a ton of money behind
the Republican.
other
Yeah.
Republicans?
Well, there's actually Holland has quite a bit of money, but hers comes in 5s and 10s and 15s and stuff like that. But just remember, early voting's coming in, and everybody needs to get out and vote. It's important. And last night, just to finish this, last night was the last gathering of the powwows here in Albuquerque.
That's
the end of it.
Last dance. Well, there's still some stuff going on,
Yeah.
but the last big dance was last night. So,
Not to be repeated,
Yep.
not next year.
yeah, 43 years that's apparently been going on here. And we saw what do they call that? The last big, when they do the big dance, and you can't walk in that area expo. There's so many people jam packed in there.
So is
What-
it ending completely or are they moving it?
No, it's ending.
It's ending.
There will not be one in New Mexico. Now, there are other powwows,
Well,
but
that's
they won't have the New Mexico Albuquerque powwow, which has been the biggest
yeah.
indigenous.
That's a tremendous.
Yeah,
That's a
Have you gone?
tremendous amount.
Yeah.
No,
For 20 years, I've been gonna go with it.
yeah.
no, since COVID, I really would hesitate getting into a crowd like that.
Yeah.
But my daughter went with my son-in-law and one of his grandsons was who's only this big. They were downstairs with his son and his wife, his son's wife.
The Gathering of Nations.
Yes, they were there on Saturday after the.
And real important, one of the big main events that they had was used to raise awareness for the missing and murdered indigenous people in the US. We need to remember that because it is a sad state of affairs that, you know what? And I say this as calmly as I can, but if it's a murdered blonde girl, they're going to hit the news and be on there forever and ever, or a celebrity. But if it's a murdered indigenous person in the Four Corners or somewhere, you'll never hear about it. Nobody will investigate it, or it hadn't been in years. And we need to remember that.
Well,
Look at Tucson last
Yeah.
month, that went on for 6 weeks, the FBI and the CIA
Yeah,
combing the bushes in Tucson for a
a
celebrity.
celebrity's mother.
what is the reason for it? Why? What is it? Is it because the Pueblos have their own law enforcement agencies and they're not fully trained? Or is it because the supporting law enforcement in the regions just don't give a damn?
That you have to understand, the Pueblo and the Navajo nations, they cannot investigate murders on reservations. If it's a murder, it has to be investigated by the FBI
Yeah.
or federal agencies.
Well,
State first, state.
but if somebody,
I think if it's actually on the reservation,
But the states are the ones who commit first.
yeah,
yeah, but if,
but they don't have
Are
the
you saying-
authority to.
are you saying they come in after it's determined, they
This-
find the body? Or?
Oh, if it's missing, I don't think anybody knows. To be honest
It's
with you,
just,
but it should be. There should be some. It's like there's this big crack in the law enforcement of whoever is responsible for that. And the best time, once it's found to be murder, then it's federal or state. They cannot investigate. I don't know why that is. They've tried to change that law, but they have.
part of the interest is because it's so common.
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
West. Not just Navajo, all of the reservations all over.
But even on those areas like Farmington, it's a huge issue there, and it's not even on because it's such, there's so many indigenous people in Farmington, and yet if one of them goes missing or murdered, it's basically been treated differently for years. It's getting better, I understand, but why did it take this long to do something about it? Who knows? What's our situation?
You got about 3 minutes.
Well, that was all I had for Albuquerque.
Well,
Who knows anything about the 10 or 11 missing scientists, including the one that disappeared?
Okay, now see, you don't want to get me started on that because I have found things and have read some stories where that's over a 4-year period. And a lot of those people, it was just natural deaths or they died of different things. It's not,
Some of them disappeared.
look into it a little closer. I am telling you, that is
I'll have all the month of June to look into it.
look into it.
this officer that walked off of curtain.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He was one of,
Yeah.
He walked off a curb.
Kirkland.
He was-
Kirkland Air Force.
he was a big wheel. He
He
kind
was,
of
he was retired, he was a big wheel. Went
But
out.
People
Went up
disappeared.
into the Sandia. I mean, how could he disappear?
You conspiracy theorist.
By a big cat. He don't so much disappear as much as see you later.
Ooh, we might have an argument here. You conspiracy theorist, you. And no, we are not going to be off the air all through June.
well,
A
I always-
couple of weeks, but research
Do a
it.
special
Yeah,
episode
on
with
that.
a couple of friends of mine. So
What's
I'm
that?
gonna,
On the missing and murdered scientists.
No,
Just on
no,
anything?
just
Yeah.
a couple.
We are gonna fill in, yes.
Yeah. I don't want to go a week without having something. That's a mistake.
All right,
You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Good.
Like
Or-
the last one,
Like the frog.
well, the frog and or the one where I did.
well, it wasn't, it's not
Fight
you,
up in
it's
Michigan.
gonna be between now.
Between,
Yeah.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have an idea for something, I'm sure we could make a episode out of it.
LDE, AffinityJewelry.com. Get in touch with Lisa Beth for a really fine looking bracelet.
Oh, wait,
GorillaGraphics.com, here in
Yep.
Albuquerque for all of your lefty leaning,
Yeah.
libtard kind
Yep.
of t-shirts, and
Merchandise,
stickers and merch, all sorts of merch.
Yeah.
Hit
and,
like, subscribe, leave a comment. It helps the algorithms like you can't believe.
Boycott the next dinner that they got blown out of last night unless they have a comedian.
Yeah.
You gotta have a comedian.
Well,
They had one and Trump fired it.
well,
They
I
can't
want to
go.
know why the mentalist didn't
The
project.
mentalist,
And
well, wait a minute, the mentalist was standing between Fat Donnie
Yeah.
and Melania.
Yeah.
With 9-month pregnant Carolyn Levitt next to Melania, and he was showing a card, I guess, because he was going to read the Hutz's line, and the blank stare, all right, at what he was being shown.
Yeah.
Melania had to make her motions, and that's when the pop went off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right. And they all, duck for cover.
oh,
But
and you can find us on Monday mornings at Plot of Coffee, 9:30.
Yep.
and remember, one of these a day or 14, which the medical people say is normal for the most human being, will relieve all your tension.
He just couldn't let it go.
That